So yesterday we took time to learn about our C in cubes. Today we're going to learn about our U. You guys did an amazing job yesterday figuring out your cubes. Today we're going to continue working with cubes and working with our word problems. And today we are focusing in on our U. If you haven't checked it yet, make sure you go back, listen to the song again so that it can help you remember the information. C stands for circle key numbers. U stands for underline the question. B stands for box in math words. E stands for evaluate, and S stands for solve. And our I can statement today. Repeat after me. I can identify the question to help solve a word problem. In our definition box today, we have three words: underline, question, and word problem. Yesterday, we identified what word problem was. So word problem is a set of words and numbers that give us a math sentence. What does it mean to underline? I know this may seem a little simple, but we want to make sure that we're not confusing our boxes or our circles when we are doing our U in cubes. So underline means to draw a line underneath the word. So what is a question? I just asked the one right now. A question is when you try to find out information. What does a question start with? Who, what, where, when, why, and sometimes how. So a question is finding out information. I know I went out a little of the box. It's okay. Most questions start with the following words: who, what, where, when, why, and how. The majority of our math questions will start with how or what. So today we're going to go over a different problem set. Who can remind me my three strategies that we have learned so far? So our strategies our first strategy had to do with a horizontal line. What do we call that? Yes, a number line. Our second strategy when solving our word problem was an analog clock. And our last strategy was writing an addition sentence. These are our strategies to solve. But overall, whenever we see a word problem, we always solve it first by using cubes. Awesome. C stands for, yes, circle the key numbers. Today, we're going to focus in on U. U is underlining the question. And then Mr. Nieves will help you with B, E, and S. A word problem that is found on our board. I'm going to read it, and you are going to identify the C, which is circle the key numbers. And I'm going to challenge you first to think about what we're going to underline. Miss Berry ate lunch at 2 o'clock. She was hungry 4 hours later. What time did Miss Berry get hungry again? Think about it. What are the key numbers that I'm going to underline? I'm sorry, made a mistake. What are the key numbers that I'm going to circle? Yes, if you said 2 and 4, you are correct. I would circle 2 o'clock and I would circle 4. So we've identified that 2 and 4 are our key numbers. You did that because yesterday you became an expert. Now I need some help finding my U, or underlining the question. Well, when I come up here, question means trying to find out information. So we have to find a sentence or a statement here that is trying to find out information. My question starts with who, what, where, when, why, or how. So if I look around, do I see any question words? You see one? Where? 8? No? Hours? No? Oh, the word what? Well, let me see if this is trying to find out information. What time did Miss Berry get hungry? It is trying to find out information. So I would start underlining at the word what and underline all the way to the question mark, because that lets me know that that is the end. What time did Miss Berry get hungry again? So I'm trying to find that information out. The next step that I have is boxing in my math words. Now I boxed in hours just to remind me that that's the time that we're talking about. But we don't know if we're doing addition or subtraction yet, because we don't see the word more. We don't see the word altogether. We don't see the word in all. So, is there a math word here? She was hungry 4 hours later. Does later tell me something? Does it tell me if I'm moving forward or backwards? Yes, it tells me that I am moving forward. If I'm moving forward, then I should know that that is awesome, that it is addition. So the word later can be another math word. Whenever we see the word later, we know that I'm moving forward. So 4 hours later means that I'm going to continue moving until I pass that time. Later. So that's a brand new math word we just learned. So now let's go over our strategies. Today, I want to focus in on my number line and my addition sentence. If you want to do number 2, you can go ahead and do it. But today I'll focus in on number 1 and number 3. Number 1 says I'm going to do a number line. Well, because I know I'm talking about hours, because that's a math word, I'm going to draw my number line from 1 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I know that my start time is 2 o'clock. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to circle 2. I know that I want to move 4 more spaces forward, because when we add, the number should be continuously increasing or moving forward. So I'm going to move those 4 spaces. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. The number I stopped at was 6. Awesome. Now I want to do my addition sentence. I'm going to bring my 2 down here. I know that I'm adding because later means that I had to continue moving. And then it says that I'm adding 4 more hours. 2 plus 6 equals what? I want to draw my counters today. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It equals 6. There's 2 ways for me to write my time. I can either write it 6 o'clock with the actual word, or I can write it with 6 2 dots to separate the hours from the minutes. Because I know it's a perfect hour, I don't have any minutes. 6 o'clock. So what is the question? What time did Miss Berry get hungry? Miss Berry got hungry at 6 o'clock. Today when you guys are working, you are going to focus in on identifying our C and our U. Circle key numbers. Underline the question.